If you ever watch Steve Jobs talk and you're just thinking, wow, I kind of want to sound like that as well, well, you can. I'll show you how to talk like Steve Jobs, simple, strong, and clear. So, why was Steve Jobs actually good at talking? Because Steve Jobs didn't just show his slides in his presentation. His performances are very legendary, especially in the communication community. He didn't just talk. He made you actually feel something. He could take a tech thing like a phone or a battery and make it feel almost magical. But how did he do it actually? Well, he used a few simple tricks. He kept it simple, he told good stories, he made you actually feel something, and he used very strong words, and he actually believed what he said. Let's break some of them down one by one. Simplicity was one of his superpowers. Now, Steve Jobs had a secret weapon. It was not a laser, it was not a robot, but it was his simplicity. He loved things that was easy to use, easy to see, and easy to talk about. Simple phones, simple buttons, simple slides, and most of all, simple words. When Steve talked, he didn't try to sound fancy or tech jargony. He didn't say stuff like product has seamless integration with multiple data eco. No, he didn't. He said stuff like it just works. And that's what made him a lot more powerful. For example, with the iPod, instead of him saying this has 512 megabytes of digital storage. What does that mean? The normal person doesn't know what that means. He said 1000 songs in your pocket. And guess what? Everybody actually got it. No thinking, no Googling. They just understood it. Because it gave us a picture that we could see it in our heads. You know what a song is, you know what a pocket is, just put those together and it's magic. And the reason why it works is because our brains actually love simple as well. He always told the story as well. People forget facts, but they remember stories. Steve Jobs, he was a master storyteller. When he spoke, it wasn't just a speech, it was like watching a movie. There was always a hero, usually it was Apple, brave and bold. Then came the problem, like phones were boring, they were clunky, or something different. Then the twist, Apple had a new idea. Something different, something exciting, something to fix the problem. And finally, the big win, the iPhone. He didn't just say, here's a product. He showed us a before and an after, like a transformation. And when we watch a transformation, we get hooked. Our brains love seeing change, challenge, and victory. Now, Steve didn't really try to convince people with charts and facts. He actually made them feel something. They didn't just hear about the iPhone, they believed in it. They wanted to be part of the story. That's the power of the good storytelling. And you can use it too, in your talks, in your videos, or your daily conversations. Because stories, they don't just explain things, they are a bridge to actually create a connection. And when people feel connected, they will actually listen to you. Steve also loved using simple language or simple words. He didn't try to sound very fancy. He didn't use like big confusing words to try and impress people. He used short words, strong words, words that you already know. Amazing, revolutionary, beautiful, magical, simple, and fun. Those aren't tech words, are they? These are words a kid could use at recess. Very simple, very easy. But that's what made them exactly powerful. Because people don't remember the big words, but they remember the words that they actually understand. Jobs pick words that make people excited. Just imagine you're in a video game. You need a sword. Do you pick the giant sword that's too heavy to swing? No. Or the light sword that's fast, sharp, and easy to use. Now, Steve always picked the right sword. Fast, clear, and simple. Steve also was a performer. He didn't just speak. When he was on stage, it felt kind of like a movie, eh? Not a business meeting, not a boring lecture, not a full show. He walked slowly, he paused, right when things were starting to get good, he looked around, he let the silence do the talking. That's powerful. He'd say something like, today, we're going to change everything. No quiet, no noise, nothing, just waiting. And guess what? The audience actually lead in. They were starting to get curious. They wanted to be more and understand more. Then let's talk about the slides. He didn't just cram them with tiny text. No. Bullet points. No charts that made you write it. Just one image, one big idea, one big message per slide. He made the screen work with him, not against him. Because he knew that people don't remember a wall of text, do they? They remember moments. Now, Jobs was more than a speaker. He was a storyteller, a showman, and a master of the stage. And that's what made every word that he said hit harder. He also pulled people in. Now, Steve Jobs didn't just throw facts at people, did he? He didn't stand there and dump info like a school lecture. That wouldn't really work. He pulled people in. He made you feel like you were part of something big, something exciting. He'd smile and ask, isn't that cool or isn't that amazing? And the way he said it, you couldn't help but nod along. You'd think, yeah, that is amazing. It didn't feel like a pitch. It felt like a friend showing you a really cool gadget. Like when your buddy finds a hidden level in a game and he can't wait to show you, or when he learns something new or builds something interesting. It's like, and that's the trick. He wasn't just selling, was he? He was sharing something that he truly believed in himself, something that he loved. And when someone truly loves something, you can actually feel it. People trust passion. They're drawn to it. It's kind of like a magnet, yeah? Steve's energy made people actually listen. His excitement was contagious. He made tech feel fun, not scary, not confusing, just cool. Steve also actually believed in what he said. Here's the truth. You can't really fake passion. People can feel it when you care, and especially when you don't care. Now, Steve Jobs, he cared a lot. You could see it in his eyes. You could hear it in his voice. Even in the way that he smiled when he was talking about Apple, yeah? He wasn't just reading off a paper. He wasn't playing a role like an actor. He was just being real. He really believed in what he was showing. A new phone, a new computer, a new idea. And the belief, it made everything stronger. When someone believes, their voice gets louder. Their hands start to move more. Their words start to come alive, yeah? It's like when you talk about your favorite game, you're not quiet, you're not bored, you're full of energy. Or when you talk about your favorite hobby, your favorite movie, your music, person, whatever. That's how Steve sounded every time. He wanted the world to actually see what he also saw as well, to feel what he felt. And guess what? The people actually did. Trusted him. They followed him. Because when someone truly believes in what they say, we believe it too. And that's the final key to Steve Jobs' magic. He didn't just talk, did he? He actually meant it. Here's the thing about Steve Jobs, as I've already mentioned. He didn't just talk, did he? He actually connected. Steve knew who he was talking to, and he spoke their language. Talking to a room full of coders, you can keep it clean, and you can keep it smart. Talking to regular people, the average everyday person, make tech sound simple. Like magic in your pocket. That's the real superpower. He made real, smart, and advanced things sound and feel easy. He didn't try to show up. He didn't use $10 words to sound impressive. He explained things so clearly that even grandma or your little brother or dog probably get it. Okay, maybe not a dog, but you get my point. But here's what's cool. Steve didn't make you feel dumb for not knowing. He made you feel smart for actually listening. That's rare, because a lot of people talk at others. Steve talked with them or to them. He knew that if he could make the audience actually understand, they would care. And if they cared, they would believe. So the next time you speak, think about this. Who's listening? And how can you make it click for them? That's what Jobs did, and it worked every time. So, what are the lessons you can learn? First of all, keep it simple. Second, tell a good story. Third of all, use power words. Fourth, add drama. Fifth, use visuals right. Sixth, speak to another person. 8, end with the power. Don't fade out.